You may not believe this or even think it consequential, but for years it seems major media networks and news distribution outlets across the nation and beyond have engaged in what appears to be a coordinated campaign that seems from the results to be designed to confuse the general public and allow for the degradation of our general state of well-being. This apparently intentional confusion has created a state of stupefaction that has in turn brought fear and dread upon our population, as now, because of this heinous act and others, no one knows what the heck to believe anymore or what's really true. How can they be doing this? Does the responsibility go higher than the media outlets? Are they being duped by an even larger and more draconian entity interested in destroying our way of life? What can be done, if anything, to stop it? Unfortunately, the only thing that will stop it seems, is if the sun doesn't come up tomorrow. The sun, the center of our solar system, burning bright yellow at the midpoint of its 8 billion-year lifetime, the source of heat, light, and life itself, anchoring our planet in its place in the cosmic order with its gravitational field, it's the one thing we can count on. But one thing the sun doesn't do is come up in the morning, or go down in the evening for that matter. But the networks and the media continued to deny that fact by using the words sunrise and sunset over and over in their news and weather forecasts, convincing listeners, readers, and viewers that the sun is rising and setting and the earth is standing still. And that just isn't true. Michael Galileo, creator of the real-time earth clock, thinks the perpetuation of the illusion of the sun going up and down and the earth standing still does all of humanity a great disservice. There's an old Chinese saying that goes something like, the first step to wisdom is getting things by their right names, Galileo tells us. The perpetuation of the illusion that we exist in a fixed place while the sun moves around us creates a false sense of reality and creates a perception of a static world rather than a truer perspective of that of constant change. The problem with an Earth-centric perspective, Galileo goes on, is that it lulls one into a belief that things only change occasionally, rather than seeing that things move and change constantly. The Earth is constantly moving around the sun at the approximate speed of 18 miles per second, which means that each second is 18 miles long. If you can envision seconds like snowflakes only falling one at a time in a line, each one is different from the one before it and is also different from the one that follows. Being able to see the different possibilities that exist in each second as it becomes the next is the basis for good judgment and decision-making. Good decision-making requires the truth. That's why, according to Michael Galileo, the words sunrise and sunset are so dangerous. They're beautiful words with great sentimental value, but unfortunately they are incorrect and send a wrong and damaging signal to the person hearing the error repeated over and over again. Like brainwashing, it creates an induced or manipulated suggestion of an alternate reality that causes the victim to make choices that are not necessarily in their best interest. It may sound inconsequential, but unless it's balanced by an abundance of truth, repeated error becomes the perceived reality. Galileo has created a new type of time-telling device which he calls the real-time earth clock, which is supposed to help people see the true occurrence of time. The real-time earth clock tells time by a rotating earth that turns once each day, just like the real thing. This true representation of time is long overdue, Galileo says. Keeping people confused with words like sunrise and sunset and clocks that have no real relevance to the actual cosmic events that cause time to occur separates them from real power that they hold. Mr. Galileo has filed a complaint with the Federal Communications Commission asking that the words sunrise and sunset be removed from radio and television broadcasts to help stop the confusion created among the nation's populace. If you'd like to make a suggestion for words to replace sunrise and sunset with more correct representations, contact Michael Galileo through the internet at GalileoRealtime.com.